All right. So I am back out here on this property in East Texas. You'll see in the previous videos where I took that Kubota GR2100 out to this property and just mowed the crap out of all this stuff. This overgrowth was 6 or 7 foot tall in some spots, and this Kubota just really did the trick. It is taking a beating though, I'll have to say. You can see it's been going through, just really plowing through everything, but you see the hood is just cracking all up, and it would probably fall off right now if I jiggled it. So I'll figure out how to hold that on while I'll probably try to fabricate one out of sheet metal or something, and because everything else, it's all metal except for the hood, and it is just taking a beating. But that's because I'm ramming into stuff. I was ramming into all the overgrowth. But if you'll see, let me go from this direction. If you see a before and after shot, it really really leveled all this off, didn't it? I'll show you a before and after shot. But that little Kubota just really plowed through. And that's next. I'm gonna have to fit a blade or something on that Kubota and just start shoving all this crap out of here and haul it off. But what I'm gonna do today, I finished this off yesterday, and this morning's kind of overcast and muggy out here. So everything's pretty wet, so instead of trying to keep going in and cutting more of this stuff out, let's go into the barn and see what we got. Alright, so here's the barn that's falling apart. You can see the rear end of it there is collapsing. And the last time I was here, I tried to prop up some stuff to keep it from falling any further. Looks like these side posts are actually still good. I could take this roof off. I don't know why they did it this way. Look how flat that is. And then they put these bracings across, but it's real low. I mean, I can just reach up here and touch all this stuff. And but we'll see. I don't know if I'm going to try to rebuild this with a higher roof or what. This thing, unbelievably, I can't believe it's still standing. This was built back in the 70s for my brother when we were kids, and that was his little laboratory. And it's still there. This was carried over here from another house back when we lived. But anyway, so this is what we got. We've got and there's crap growing everywhere. Looks like one of the Swisher brush cutters. That'll come out in handy over there. This is an old mower. Look at that K growing, old Kmart. Old Kmart mower. This is not that old. It's like a Troy-built chipper shredder vacuum, and I bet we can get that one rolling too. So we got 3 items here, and I'll have to rummage through all this stuff too, see if there's any old tools or anything that we can restore. Looks like a bunch of junk though. It used to have a lot of good stuff in here, but over the years everybody's taken the good stuff and dumped off their old stuff. I mean, all this stuff was just dumped in. This will be a project and a half to tackle, won't it? But for now, let's see if we can get these jokers running. Alright, let's start with this brush cutter here. Get some of those vines out of the way. Wow. It's kind of damp out here, but it's better than sitting in there. It smells pretty bad. I'll bet there's something dead back there in the rear. Let's make sure it's not frozen. Wow. There we go. Feels like it's got compression. Okay, well, I'm going to take the carburetor off before I do anything and see what it looks like. It sure is a musty smell on that, in that barn. It has that little pre-screening filter on it, but that's it. No actual filter. Yeah, this old barn has been here for a long time, and it's been a long time since I've been out here. When I was a kid, this is family land, and when I was a kid I used to spend my summers out here. And for a bit of trivia, when I used to spend my summers out here, this old barn, I remember when it was first built, it seemed big to me because I was only 10 or 12 years old. And I built my first go-kart in this barn when I was 12 years old. We had built a go-kart. I made one out of a old lawnmower frame. I mean, ancient lawnmower, riding mower frame, and took an engine out of a Honda 90, which was actually a pretty nice one. I'm surprised I didn't get my butt kicked for doing that, but I took the Honda 90 engine out. We put it on, me and my cousin put it on an old riding mower frame and rode it up and down this little dirt road for a couple of days before it just finally just quit. And at that time we had a hard time trying to get it started again. But what else? Honda 50s. I had a Trail 70 out here, but those were the days, but not anymore. I'm going to try to bring it back to life. Either rebuild this, save some of the timber, and build a new barn. Well, let's keep digging in here. Boy, this thing is just way off balance, isn't it? What I'm afraid of, even if I get the carburetor cleaned out, I'll bet it needs gaskets and all that good stuff, which I do not have with me. Pretty dirty stuff. Well, the bulb feels good. It's not all cracking up, and yeah, I can hear it. Get the fuel line off. Alright, alright. Let's get this sucker off of there. Looks pretty dirty in there. But let me get some of the loose stuff off of here first. Try not to damage the gasket there. My battery went out there, but I do have a spare. It looks actually not too bad, right? Just dusty. I'll clean all this stuff out. Make sure everything is working the way it should. Let me check the float. Acts like it's working like it should. Well, good deal. Let me we'll give this a quick cleaning. Not bad at all, luckily. This gasket is brittle. That's what I'm worried about through this whole deal. So far, this gasket looks okay. This one just feels brittle. I'm going to try not to crack them. Yep, they're at the very tip of it. You can see where there's a lot of dirt and loose debris in there, but the very tip of your... There we go. I think that got it. Float came off, the pin came off there. Well, I was going to take a look at it anyway. And I hate those little red gaskets in there. Those always seem to crack. This one looks okay. Yeah, everything looks good. Alright, let's put it back together. Put some gas in it. Let's see if she cranks. Okay, I can hear the float bowl in there. The fuel lines look good. And this thing's bone dry, but it's clean, you know? I don't see any debris in there at all. Alright, well, let's put some gas in it and see if she'll crank. I'll bet they used ethanol-free gas in this, because it was surprisingly clean, even with it as dried up as it was. Alright, it cranked. A lot of vibration. So that's what it looks like under here. Can you see it? Kind of rusty in there. Just a lot of debris down in here. So I guess I'll clean all this crap out of here. Clean it up. The belt seems tight. Is there any control for the belt? I don't see one. So I guess it's just always on, huh? Yeah, I don't see any tension control. So, all right. Well, let me finish cleaning some of the junk that's caught in there. So does that need to be lubed up or anything? I have no idea. Let me finish cleaning this off. I'll take a look and see if I see any Zerk fittings or something. Especially in here. Alright, that's a little better. Looks like it was just built up loose grass. Didn't look like a mouse nest or anything. And I don't feel any Zerk fitting or anything in this post here. I don't know how the bearings look. So that's the tensioner, the spring right here. Keeps the tension on the blade, on the belt. The belt looks great. I don't hear any rough bearings or anything like that. It just sure vibrated a lot, you know? Let me spin it and see what the crankshaft looks like. Yeah, it looks straight. So the crankshaft's not bent, anything like that. And all I can see is, see the way that moves. When you tighten the spring like that. So it gives it straight in and out. It just sure jiggles a little bit. Don't know if there's any way I can adjust that at all. Well, I guess that's it for this video. I put it all back together, you can see. Had a little vibration going on, but it cranked right up. What else to look at? The oil looked great on it. Didn't look old at all. Just need a little cleanup, and if it keeps vibrating or starts making a noise, then I'll check the bearings on that spindle. But other than that, that's great. Okay, that's one down. I've got us a brush cutter out here. I think we'll need it. So I'll get started on the next ones. I guess one of these old mowers or that chipper shredder thingy. Kind of a light duty one, but I think it's worth looking into. But I'll cover that on the next video. So once again, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe and watch for the next video.